Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing the Range Rover Evoque. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Land Rover here in Lehigh for giving me some time with this Evoque. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. If you have any questions, just ask for Bradley. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 20 around town, 27 on the highway, with power outputs being 246 horsepower and then 269 pound-feet of torque. Before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So taking a look at the hood, you can see it races up towards the center. You've got the Range Rover logo front and center as well, and then just like other Range Rover models, the headlights are pretty flush with the grille here. I mean, it's basically just a miniature version of the Velar, which is kind of like a miniature version of the Sport, but putting it all together, it's distinctively a Range Rover. Our tire wheel setup is 245 by 45 by 21, and you can see the wheels are completely blacked out with this version. Same thing with the trim here on the side, and then the mirror caps, and then also the roof as well. It's kind of hard to tell because this is a dark metallic gray, but it still creates a cool contrast. Now this leads us to the key fob. We have our lock and unlock function. We got the opening for the rear hatch. We've got the little Land Rover logo there on the back. Now when it comes to storage space, again, this is a mini Rover, so it's not massive here in the back. It's still practical. I mean, I could see this being a great car for a smaller family. But other than that, you can throw down the seats too if you want more storage. Really cool stylized taillights that kind of go across the back here. You've got the Range Rover logo and then Evoque down below. Parking sensors there at the bottom. And the Range Rover styling looks very interesting on a smaller proportioned car, but it actually works quite well. Now this leads us inside where we've got this soft touch trim up top, and it's even softer down below. Really tight fit and finish, by the way. Everything feels really well built. Same thing here with the seats, perforated down the center. And then popping in, legroom's good, got a little storage pocket. Heated seats, we've got vents here in the back as well. And just because of the slope design, there's a little bit less headroom, but I mean, I fit. Popping up front, again, we've got the soft touch there down below as well. All of our window controls here, the mirror adjustments. We've got memory seats, blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, and then the front seat, again, got the nice trim perforated down the center section. Power adjustments are just there on the side. Got pretty nice finish on the pedals with this, and then more nice trim on the dash. And bada bing bada boom. Range Rover there on the steering wheel. You've got practical controls like your adaptive cruise control and lane centering. Paddle shifters there for the 8-speed. Controls for the center stack right there. Regular stocks here on the back, and full digital gauge cluster here with the Evoque. So they've basically just standardized everything with the Land Rover product from what I can see. So they kind of all have the same UI. It's customizable. You can change what gauge is displayed with this, just the information in general, and then it also is paired with a heads-up display. We've got a 360 camera system with this, really good resolution, and got the cool 3D view as well. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, shortcut bar here on the side, and overall it's quick to respond. And it's good that it's quick to respond because everything's controlled here. So for example, if you want to change the drive modes, that's built into the screen. The climate is all built into the screen as well. And you will see that we have heated seats with this too. I do have a little storage area below the screen, but this is it for this area, is just the shifter. There's no other like physical buttons or anything like that. Got some cup holders, and then center console. Nice trim here on the top and with the dash. And then this has the camera rear view mirror, and then we do have a panoramic sunroof. Now here's our window sticker for this Evoque. This one's the Dynamic SE. You can see the base MSRP. Again, we've got a few options like the heads-up display and all that. $65,980 is the total MSRP on this. And let's see how it performs. Well, Mini Rover. Mini Rover. Definitely an interesting setup they've got going on here. And what I will say is I think that I think they should release a performance version of this. Just throw the inline 6 in it, and I don't know, let me know if I'm wrong, but I think people would like that. I think people would go for it. A car this small with like 400 horsepower, that would be pretty cool. So I feel like the Evoque gets the same treatment that the... Sorry, let me turn this down so the fan's not blasting in the microphone. I feel like this gets the same treatment from people as the Porsche Boxster and Macan and Cayman get, right? It's not a real, right? Because the Macan is not a Cayenne, so it's like it's not the real Porsche SUV. Or the Boxster and the Cayman are not a 911, so it's like it's not a real Porsche sports car. It's the poor man's Porsche. And so people say the same thing about the Evoque. But here's what I'll say. They've basically carried over everything from the big cars into this. And so interior wise, you basically just get, similar to the exterior, a miniature version of the big cars. So you still feel like you're in the same like high quality, well-built place that you are in with other Range Rover models, but in a much smaller car. Great, like I think this is a great city car, right? Because the Defender and the Sport and the full size, like they're big vehicles. And so if you're going to be in tight places all the time, well, it's nice to have something that's a little bit more maneuverable, a little bit smaller overall. Now, this 2-liter 4-cylinder is fine in the Evoque. I complain about it in some of the bigger cars, but in the Evoque, this is such a, and we'll get an acceleration here, but it's such a small car that having this amount of power, having this engine, that doesn't feel bad. It's fine. It's more than adequate. Seats are also comfortable. Again, this basically has all the Range Rover elements. It's just been miniaturized. I think this is probably one of the best examples of a brand offering just a miniature version of their big car. Yeah, look at that. Again, it's peaky because it's a 4-cylinder turbo, but it moves this well because it's a small car. So yeah, as I was saying, you know, a lot of manufacturers, what you see is as you go down the lineup, things get substantially cheaper feeling. And ooh, those are cool helicopters. Anyways, I don't think they're gonna pop on the GoPro view. Utah is a military base at this point, the entire state. As I was saying, I just think that you get like all of the benefits of the big car in terms of the build quality and the material use and all of that, just shrunk down. I think Mercedes does a pretty good job of that too, because like the C-Class kind of really does feel like a baby S-Class. But yeah, everyone, I mean BMW, nah, no, not as much. Yeah, the same Mercedes is the only other one, so I don't know. Either way, I think it's kind of cool that they do that, because for people that want the Range Rover experience but don't want to spend $100,000, it's nice. It's nice that it is offered as an option. And get one more acceleration for you guys, and then we'll kind of cap things off. Yeah, it's peaky. It's definitely peaky. It's not bad though. But man, the inline 6 in this, like I said, would actually be really cool. Because this thing already feels quick with this engine, and so you give this 400 horsepower, and man, it's gonna be just a rocket ship. Powertrain. So let me know you guys think about the Evoque. Like I said, I think they've done a good job with this, just kind of miniaturizing the Range Rover. But also let me know if you think if they should even build cars like this. Do you think it's worth it for luxury car manufacturers to build these affordable, like more affordable luxury cars, or should they just stick with the more expensive luxury cars? Does it make sense to offer this within a more premium brand?